guys, Jonah here, back with a beer review, and we are doing one from the British Summertime edition of Beer 52. It is a beer from Lewis from Beak. There's a nice article about here. They're talking about all sorts of Connectione, and this is the beer here, which we shall show. It's quite interesting. When I went to Lewis, I was there for a beer festival. I went to a brewery. I went to Beak. Beak is ridiculously expensive. They're following the Cloudwater kind of thing, which is no surprise. But they make some really nice beers, I have to say, but they're just ridiculous. These Hills, double dry hopped table pale. Table pale? Basically, it's a table beer, I guess. So that means it's going to be reasonably weak. Collaboration, These Hills. Oh, can't read it. Put my glasses on. These Hills and Yakima Chief hops, which is cool. Got some oats in there. Got some wheat in there. I wonder why. That's probably why they're calling it a pale. These Hills, 26. 2-day celebration of world's best beer, wine, etc., etc. Festival, obviously. Double dry hop pale ale showcases Citra, Mosaic, and Motueka, supplied by Yakima Chief. Interesting, Motueka by Yakima Chief. Are they growing that over there now? Maybe. This does have different versions, because I saw a version with Idaho 7 in as well. So we've got lime, citrus, soft tropical fruits, oats and wheat, make a smooth body with gentle sweetness, etc., etc. They make that creaminess. So we shall see if that is there. 3.4 though. I mean, the best table beer, I think I know, is by what's it called? The Colonel. They make fantastic table beer. I have had some others, but a table pale, that's covering lots of different things. Oh, I realised that up close I can't see, but for you, dear viewer, I need to take them off. The glasses, that is. I'm not taking anything else off. Okay, so no surprise that this is very cloudy, which is kind of cool, with a definite finger's head on there. You'll see how long that lasts. These Hills, whoops, boom, boom, boom. There we go. There are quite a lot of hills, because I drove there around Lewes, which is cool. In fact, the high street's kind of on a hill. And as soon as you go over, you kind of go down the back of another hill going the other way. So interesting. So lots of zestiness, lots of sort of tropicalness. The lime thing's interesting. I know what they're saying. There's that kind of, yeah, it's weird, because the New World kind of Motueka, which I'm sure is kind of Australian or New Zealand. It's not Americans, but hey, maybe they are doing a hop growing program. Yeah, this is going to be a zesty one. Look, that's a shame. The head retention is kind of going already. We're under 5 minutes in. Anyway, chin, chin, chin. Let's see what we get from this bad boy. It has been hammering down with rain for the last couple of days here. Very strange, but yeah, a welcome break. And that's probably what this beer is going to do. Oh. Okay. It is quite hoppy, but not as hoppy as I thought it was going to be, considering it's a double dry hopped. Interesting. Yeah, obviously the use of wheat and oats, giving that creamy mouthfeel, making it a little bit more thick, which is cool. But yeah, it's not obscenely hoppy, but there's a lovely mix. Oh, I'm getting a little bit of that kind of green verdant kind of taste now, which is good because I wasn't getting that before. So it's not obscenely hoppy. Yeah, bitterness wise, it's quite a nice, soft, really mellow, light beer. But the hops kind of do build up. So what they've done is they've made a very weak beer, a table beer, essentially, and then they've hopped it with a lot of hops. Now, if I remember rightly, there is a bit of debate to say, with weaker beers, do they pick up as much hop as stronger beers? There's something about alcohol that tends to pick up more of the hop flavour. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, because there are a lot of weaker beers. It's so bizarre how things kind of go round and round in circles. Um, I was a skater, right? Yeah, hang 10, dude. I skated from probably, yeah, when I was about 10, 11, until I was until I started riding motorbikes really at sort of 16. I got interested in motorbikes at 15, but say that sort of 5 year, 4 or 5 year period. And that's kind of coincides when I started drinking beer. And we used to get beers from our dads, usually in the garage, because it was a bit cooler in there. Give me 1 second. And at that time, um, there was bitters and stuff like that. I hadn't quite got into my bitters because I wasn't going to pubs. That did kind of start when I was 16 because I was on motorbikes then. I always seem to get into pubs carrying motorbike helmets and stuff. Yeah. Anyway, um, but before that, we used to drink these really weak lagers. And what happened was all the big brewers made their beers lighter in the kind of late 70s through the 80s. So having a 3.5% beer like this one in lager form was completely standard. And then they went back up again to kind of 5%, sitting around that for lagers. They had stronger ones, the Belgian ones were stronger. And exactly the same thing seems to be happening in the craft brewing industry. Is it because the craft brewers like Beak, and they're not cheap, they're expensive, but are backing off on their ingredients and making lighter beers, but still charging expensive prices? It irks me somewhat because it shows that they're only interested in money and not interested really in the craft of beer making. I'm not saying this is a bad beer, but um, yeah, they make it seem like they're focused and they're customer centric. Oh yeah, happy, happy. But the beer prices are going up through the roof sometimes, but the actual ingredients are kind of going down. That makes sense. You're not getting value for money, in my humble opinion. But hey, maybe I'm a bit jaded. Some people would say a lot. Oh, when I was pouring this beer, I saw right at the end of the can, as is per usual, a lot of kind of settled out stuff kind of flowed in. Um, yeah, it's not bad. This is not a bad beer. I'm not saying that it is. Some nice lacing on the glass. For those of you that like Hopwatch, having a look. Wow, the sort of sea. Yeah, they always kind of look like a sea seal and flying birds and things and dragons. There be dragons. It's very, yeah, sea monsters and that kind of stuff within my beer, which is good because I have an affinity to the sea. There we go. These hills. Yeah, I think that could have been better, in my humble opinion. But there we go. It's nice to see some lighter beers with a bit more hop in. I have to say, I don't think, oh, it's double dry hop. They must have thrown loads of hops in. I don't think they have. They've just put a little bit more hop than perhaps they usually would have done. But yeah, that's definitely a summer beer. I could drink loads of those over the case of a sunny afternoon, maybe an August bank holiday or something like there is coming up. But not if they charge me £6 or £7 a pint for a 3.4% beer. That would not sit very nicely with me. Anyway, there's my point of view. Have you guys tried this beer? Let me know what you thought of it. I think it tasted fine. It's just a bit kind of wishy-washy, shall we say. Guys, this has been Uncle Jonah, drinking beer for your entertainment. Join me in the comments if you want to. I always like hearing from people, whether it's right now or whether it's a month down the line, whenever it is. Yeah, let me know what you think. And as usual, I'm going to be back with another beer review. And guess what? That's going to be coming up real soon.